Military Housing San Diego hot sheet. Talking about a hot sheet that you, the military veteran or active duty person, can get from Liberty Military Housing in the San Diego area. Hi, Frank Del Zampo here, Sandy Properties. So you're looking for a place to live, you got orders, you're going down to 32nd Street or one of the bases in San Diego, maybe even Miramar, Marine Base, MCRD San Diego. So you look at military housing. What are you going to get? You're going to get one of these. This is a hot sheet from Liberty Military Housing. So it lists a few things that are available. If you want to live on base, Liberty Military Housing is your one and only option. It's a monopoly. It used to be called Lincoln, now it's Liberty. They're going to take all of your housing allowance to pay for the quarters that you're going to occupy on base. You got strict regulations you have to adhere to. Not for everyone. Also, the wait list can be months, sometimes as much as a year before availability opens up. So if you want one of those hot sheets, you go to Liberty Military Housing, Google it, and you'll get it. Then you'll try to get somebody on the phone and hopefully they'll answer, but in all likelihood you're going to get one of those messages that says, call volume is great right now, we're doing our best, we'll get back with you shortly. And it's frustrating, you want to pull your hair out. If I had hair, I'd want to pull my hair out. So what's your alternative to the San Diego Military Housing hot sheet from Liberty Military Housing? Well, the alternative is to get with a property manager, a local realtor who knows their business and is willing to assist you out in the community. I don't want to knock living on base too much, but as a retired Marine, 20 years active duty, now full-time real estate broker doing this almost 20 years, I can tell you that financially, in most cases, you're better off finding a place out in town, negotiating your rent price, and living out in the ville, out in the community. So the housing allowance has increased dramatically in Southern California over the last few years. And with that, you can get yourself a nice property out in town, either to rent or perhaps to buy, and we can talk about that another time. Right now you're focused on, okay, I need to rent a place out in town. Get yourself a good realtor to assist you. It's difficult. You call, and I know it's difficult. You make these phone calls to realtors and they don't answer the daggone phone. You see a listing online, you want to know about availability, and it's gone before you even have a chance to look at it. So if you can get someone who's willing to assist you, God bless you. We try here at Sandy Properties. We try to help our military clients, help them find a nice place to live. We can give you our own hot sheet, which is much more comprehensive than we have. We have about 100 properties that we ourselves manage. Most of them are occupied. We have a few on the market right now. But we're willing to help you find any property that is advertised, regardless of who's managing it. So the way this market works, property managers cooperate to some extent, right? They will advertise their houses for rent, and then if another realtor has a client or a prospect to help, they will reach out on behalf of the client and facilitate the rental. Reach out to us, we can give you our own quote-unquote hot sheet using what we call the multiple listing service, which shows all rental properties available within a certain area. And we have access to hundreds of rentals as soon as they hit the market. We also have access to some other very good sites that are a little lesser known. There is the militarybyowner.com. We've advertised there for close to 2 decades. We have a very good relationship with the company. But military folks are keyed in on that website, and a lot of owners will list their properties there. We routinely do that for our owners. There's the AHRN.com, although I think that is associated with Liberty Military Housing. The main place you're going to want to look is through the realtor, through the multiple listing service. Some folks will go to Zillow and they don't advertise on the multiple listing service. So I think Zillow may be another option for you guys. We advertise on Zillow. We advertise our rentals there. You want a hot sheet for military housing in San Diego? Reach out to sand2cproperties.com. Just click the Contact Us button and provide your information. We'll do our best to assist you. This is a process. It can be difficult at times. Be patient. Don't expect to live in a palace. Find a house that is suitable, meets all your needs. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're only going to be there 2 or 3 years, right? Is a good segue into the next topic I want to discuss, which are considerations that you should have in mind when looking for your property. First, of course, is affordability, right? That is a consideration. So what are you making in your housing allowance? If you have dependents, if you're looking for off-base housing, odds are you probably do have dependents. So just check the DFAS website. What's your housing allowance going to be? It's pretty high in Southern California. Of course, you want to know the condition of the property. Is it in decent shape? About proximity to your base, to your location where you're going to be working. That is a key factor because of the commute. Typically, in Southern California, the closer you are to the ocean, the more you're going to pay in rent. That's a fact of life. In 32nd Street, let's say, probably within your housing allowance, you're looking at maybe an hour commute or so, maybe a little less. It just depends if you want to dip into your pocket a little more. Where's that going to put you? You're not going to be living in downtown San Diego right next to the gas lamp in one of those luxury condos. Probably not, right? Consider the commute. It's going to be a factor. You're probably going to have to be driving. Now, there are some advantages if you're near the 15 or 215 freeway. There's van pools, and you can find a lot of other military folks who are willing to commute with you, and then you get in the fast lane, so that'll help you out. Also, if you're driving at not peak times, a lot of military folks, we get up, well, most of us get up before the sun, and we're out on the road early. So if you're, at least when I was on active duty, that's how it was. Okay, some other factors to consider, the amenities. What's your lifestyle like that you want to take advantage of during your off-duty time? Recreational activities for your family. Are you close to the beach? Are you close to the mountains? You like to play golf? Well, there's a lot of golf courses around here in Southern California. Temecula is known for that. Wine country. You like to go wine tasting? Close to 40 wineries now. So schools, right? That's very important if you have kids. What are the schools like? Throughout San Diego County, there's a wide disparity in the quality of the schools. Some are like national leaders, others not so much. So you're going to want to research that. Here in Temecula, where we're located, fantastic schools and great extracurricular activities, and in Murrieta as well. Temecula and Murrieta are very similar in that regard, and a lot of military folks make the commute, especially at Camp Pendleton. They go from Temecula and Murrieta down to Pendleton. Safety and security, that's a factor to consider, isn't it? There are some areas within San Diego County not so good, others that are fantastic, right? That you can leave your door unlocked probably. With Southwest Riverside County. In fact, Murrieta is routinely ranked by the FBI as one of the safest cities, over 100,000 people in America. Temecula is very safe as well. In the north is Menifee. That's a up-and-coming city, and lots of great housing there. So that's also a very nice area of Southwest Riverside County. Consider housing market trend. Are they building a lot of houses, or is the market flat? Much more demand than supply, or is it vice versa? A lot of supply, prices are dropping. Hey, if prices are dropping, good for you. Jump in. That's pretty rare in Southern California. We haven't seen that since 2009 on the buy side. So future development plans, you might want to consider that. What are they building near where you're going to live? Is that going to cause issues for you because of construction traffic? If you're looking to buy in a brand new community, or if you're going to be renting in a brand new housing community with a lot of construction traffic, that might be a problem. Are there the necessary services nearby, or are those planned out in the future, like shopping, entertainment, the schools? Of course, you want to consider the climate. Southern California is known for its wonderful climate and weather. It's usually very mild, and it's within a very comfortable range, 50 to 80 degrees year-round for most of Southern California. Where we are in Southwest Riverside County, we do get some heat during the summer, so we do get up into the 90s and occasionally into the hundreds, but that's what your air conditioner is for, and your swimming pool. Community and lifestyle. You're going to be part of this community out in town for the next 3, 4, maybe 6 years, right? So you want to consider, is this a community where you are comfortable? Is the lifestyle comfortable to you? If it's all a bunch of singles going out to the bars and you're a married couple with 3 toddlers, maybe that's not where you want to be. Your community. Are there parks nearby? Do you have dogs? Is there a dog park? Are there plenty of restaurants? If you like to go to the movies, is there a good movie theater nearby? You like to shop? Is there a mall or shopping close by? Most of the time in Southern California, all that stuff's going to be available. Do you like the idea of the gated community? Does that make you feel safe? Well, maybe you want to zero in on a gated community. So these factors, a lot of them blur together and may feel like it's overwhelming. Ultimately, you want a place that you feel comfortable calling home for the next 3 to 4 years. You want someone to assist you in finding that place. We here have lived here in Southern California, all of us on the Del Zampo team, for decades. We know this area very, very well, and we're happy to help you. Our goal is to serve the military client. For me personally, I feel like I'm still providing service to the military because I assist my military clients.